Winezerker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Decided to do Malbec. 14%. Punto Final. Or however you pronounce that. It's a product of Argentina. It's a 2012. Yeah. 14%, I guess that's pretty normal for this stuff. And it's made from grapes from 50-year-old vines. Um, they got a small production per acre, deep ruby red, blah 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 blah, black cherry, spices, French oak, vanilla, caramel, and from Pablo Profil. I'm not pronouncing that wrong. Okay, so yeah, nice purple, eh? So yeah, I'm gonna drink it all, and I'm not spitting it out. I'm not getting too much of the black cherry. Okay, I looked into the chart. The Malbec's supposed to start off on black cherry, raspberry, plum, then blackberry. Okay, and then that's black cherry's the coldest and the hotter would be the blackberry, depending on I guess the year and the altitude and everything. It's a great smell. Kind of fruity. I'm getting maybe more blackberry plum skins out of it. You know what I'm saying? So I guess the rim of it you're supposed to get magenta, yeah, and that's yeah. When you look at this in the light, you're just getting wicked, nice violet purple kind of. Oh yeah. So get some fruit off the start. Then it gets kind of murky, like it's really silky and flat texture wise. Um, some real acidity in the middle. You're getting a lot of acidity and tartness in the middle, and then it kind of finishes, and you just get this really nice finish out of it with the alcohol and the acid. But it's not overpowering. It's like a kind of like a watered down Shiraz. I think that's what it's supposed to be like. Like it's a little more thinner. It's still like it's not a really thin wine, but like up against a Shiraz maybe. Super dry and 14%, but like mouth feels a little bit gritty maybe. Not, no, I would not quite gritty. It's a little bit pasty. But for 14%, it's actually pretty smooth considering the alcohol content. It's pretty well balanced, keeping that in mind. And the style of the pairings is one of these red wines you can start branching off into your white meats a little if you feel like it. Like your roast chicken and your roasty type pork things. But you still pretty safe with beef shish kebab or something would be pretty good. Like roast peppers and stuff with this would be pretty good. It cost me $13.29. Um, and this is a 2012, and it is 2014, March of 2014. So that's one reason I did buy it, mostly because it was $13, and I'm still a little bit leery of the South American wines. I've heard lots of good things, but I'm not going to drop $25 on a bottle until I check it out online or at least taste it at a restaurant or something, and before I drop 25 bucks on a bottle. Okay. At $13, I'm willing to experiment a little bit, So it's not that bad. I think it'd be really good with chicken, roast chicken, even though it's a white meat, or spiced turkey, like deep fried turkey. But I think the beef shish kebab or something would be probably the ultimate. I did have it with I experimented and went wicked light with the meat when I had it with dinner. With tilapia, don't do it. It ruined the wine. Yeah, there's a lot of fruit up front and a little bit of floral, like flowery taste to it. And definitely a lot of oak in the finish. This has been open for a couple hours, so letting it breathe has not hurt this wine. Um, Smoothed it out a little bit, but it hasn't changed a whole lot. It's only been open for about 2 hours, and I just poured this, so um, it was pretty good coming right out of the bottle. I think it'll mellow out a little bit, get a little bit warmer or whatever. Mm. Yeah, kind of a medium viscosity. It's not real thin, and it's definitely not real thick, but it's a bit of a it's verging into starting to getting heavy. There is a little bit. They say you can pick up some chocolate associations with this grape, right? But this one's I don't know, might be a little different. I guess I'm getting that black cherry a bit right off the front. Smoothing out. It's really the it's airing out a little bit, and I've had a little bit now, so it's hmm. Tastes like it. I want to be chocolate flavor in there, but it's not quite there yet. It's just dry, a bit pasty in the middle. It really dries out and goes pasty, a little bit murky in the middle, but not like a murky Shiraz that's just like dreggy. It's not porridge yet, but it's kind of, it's just from the dryness. Yeah, it's really fruity and kind of a bit, not too sour, but a bit acidic and fruity. Fruit acidity dries out. Then you get your alcohol and your oak finish, which actually lasts quite a while. Kind of really makes the front of your mouth water. And like being so smooth and flat, the more you drink it, the less intrusive it is. And I guess it's the same way with anything. But it really becomes a lot more less intimidating after you had maybe a glass of it already. So yeah, I definitely think like a roasted pork dish with some kind of dark sauce on it would really be awesome. Like peppered, pepper spicy kind of thing going on, like a pork taco. you know. Mm, beef ribs would be. Yeah, it's kind of so floral though. It's kind of fruity and vibrant up front, but it's really not a super rich wine, I guess. It's kind of complex in its own way, but it's a little bit lighter. It's not too like some of the Shirazes are pretty heavy hitters, and this is just it's like a Shiraz, but it's like a level under, and it's just its own thing, and that's okay. Hmm. That's a rate. I don't know if I'll give this one a rate. If anything, I'll bitch about to maybe a lot of the red wines. Maybe you get a little too much acidity in the middle or whatever, and a little bit too much on the sour side. A little weak in areas, but for $13 a bottle, I don't feel ripped off or anything. Uh, it's definitely a neat wine. Yeah, for $13, I'll just say pick it up, give it a shot. It's not the worst wine I ever bought, for damn sure. It's definitely drinkable, and it's a new experience. And if you want to kind of get your foot in the door in Malbecs like I was, I think that this is a pretty decent wine to maybe experiment with. Winezerker. It's okay. I'm out.